To meet me, I think you should. I mean, I really think you should. Aren't you glad to meet me?
Hello guys and welcome to today's episode where today, as you can see from the title and the thumbnail, we're going to be doing something really interesting. Today we're going to be doing two different methods of queen walk. Now this is going to be interesting because the first one, as you can see from the army camps, you may have already noticed, but I've only got 4 army camps, within which the first one only has 4 healers and then the rest of the 3 army camps have a mass hog rider army. So if we get ourselves into the army composition, you can see this in a better way. We got 36 hog riders and 4 healers. Now this is going to be really interesting because my hog riders are level 6, which are still not maxed out level, so that's going to be a ton of fun. And for the second attack, you guys, we are going to be doing a mass baby dragon healer attack strategy. I don't know how this is going to go because I don't know if all of the baby dragons are going to remain enraged because of the fact that the healers are also going to be there, so that's going to play a key role within the attack. So we're just going to go ahead, get ourselves into a couple of multiplayer battles and see how this goes. So as you can see, we are finding quite a few Town Hall 10 bases. You're going to see we're still going to be finding Town Hall 10 bases like this one. So I want to go ahead and find a Town Hall 9 base or a Town Hall 10 base with single targeting Inferno towers, because those multi-targeting Inferno towers, they're just going to annihilate my hog riders. Like, they're literally just going to fry my hogs in a matter of just a few seconds. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead, find a base, and once I've found a base with a decent amount of loot and only single targeting Inferno tower slash a Town Hall 9 base, I will be back with you guys for an attack. Okay, so check this out, you guys. We just came across this base and this is a Town Hall 10 base, but the difference is this is a dead base. That means the Inferno towers are both down and also the experts. The only thing that is going to be troublesome in this base is going to be the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King, because they are up and running and they are going to be defending the base with whatever they can. So we're going to start off with the Queen walk again. I don't know how this is going to go, you guys. This should be really interesting because 36 hog riders, I don't think I have ever seen this before, like a mass queen walk, a queen walk mass hog rider attack. I don't think I've ever seen that, so this is going to be really interesting. What do you think the results are going to be? Let me know down below in the comment section. I'm really curious to see what you guys think the results are going to be. Let's drop that raid spell, see if we have to pop the queen ability. Not quite yet, but the air defense is doing a lot of damage to our healers. I think one healer did got taken down. We could have dropped the 2 hog riders the entire time on the cannon just to have made my life easier, but I forgot to do that. But anyways, we just did that. Hopefully this cannon does go down. It didn't. We need one more hog rider. Hopefully that does work out. And is that going to be enough? Yes, it is. Okay, so I think it's going to be about time now to actually start dropping in all of our hogs. So we're going to drop the hogs in a nice circular way, I guess. So let's drop them like this. Okay, there we go. All of the hogs are going to go in from 2 sides of the base. Let's drop in a single heal spot on this side, another one on this side. Let's drop in that poison spot on the enemy Archer Queen and see how much damage these hog riders can do. We still have a heal spot and a raid spot, so we may have to drop in the raid spot in the center of the base. I'm gonna hold on to my spells for now. I am going to drop in that final heal spot in a few seconds though, because these hogs, they seem to be getting fried. Okay, there goes the final heal spot. Let's drop in the Barbarian King on the bottom of the base. Also gonna drop in that raid spot in a few moments once the hog riders have gotten their way through the expo. And the hog riders, they don't really seem to be doing too much damage, to be honest. I'm not sure if it's just me, but it doesn't look like they're doing too much damage. Dropping in that raid spot, I know it is sort of pointless because our hogs are almost dead. Although these hogs, they are going to take out the entire base, are they? Wow, that is actually pretty damn awesome. Our king is low on health, but he is still alive. And these hog riders taking out this air defense, are they going to be able to take out the cannon and the wizard tower? Will they be able to take out every single defense in this base, you guys? Let's see. And oh my god, you guys, that was so clutch. Literally every single defense within this base is now down. There is no defense in this base, but that was really clutch. But the thing is, are we going to be getting the 3-star, you guys, on this base? I don't know. We're not going to pop the queen ability quite yet. We're going to pop it in right now because we do need both the Barbarian King and the Archer Queen to do as much damage as possible, as we do not have any more hog riders left, because that Archer Queen and the Barbarian King, I told you guys before, they were going to do a ton of damage, and they did manage to do a lot of damage damage to the base. So let's see if the Arch Queen and Barbarian King can clutch this 3-star. It honestly doesn't look like it. There are way too many structures within this base. No more defenses again, but there are just too many structures in the base for us to be able to 3-star this with only our heroes left. So Barbarian King and Archer Queen and the rest of the Barbarians and Archers that the Archer Queen and the Barbarian King produced are doing a little bit of damage. Let's see, 8 seconds left in this base. Is this collector going to go down? Yes, it is. Is this collector going to go down? I'm going to take a guess and say no, it's not, but the Archer Queen is going to get a single shot of it, and we've got a total of 91%, you guys. 91% 2-star on a dead Town Hall 10 base. Now, this was a dead base, yes, but the fact is that every single one of the defenses was max level for Town Hall 10, so you do have to keep that in mind. So that was pretty awesome. Let's return back to base and do another attack, but this time, oh god, okay, we got the star bonus. That's pretty awesome. But this time, as I was saying, we're going to be doing a baby dragon queen walk attack strategy. Now, the thing about this is I honestly have no clue how this is going to go, if we are even going to be able to get the 1-star. I mean, I'm pretty confident we're going to be getting the 1-star just because of the fact that baby dragons, they just, I mean, if you have a mass baby dragon strategy, it's almost guaranteed you're getting the 1-star. But I'm not sure how this is going to go, if we're going to be finding a good base, if we're going to be finding a crap base so that we cannot really attack it. So we're just going to have to wait and see. So I'm going to go ahead, find a base, and once I've found a base, I'm going to be right back with you guys to hopefully get at least a 1-star and a decent amount of loot. Okay, so check this out, you guys. We just came across King of the King, so that's a really interesting name. But as you can see, this guy is a Town Hall 11, but he is really rushed. So this is going to be a really good experiment to see how well these baby dragons can actually do. So we're going to start off with a Queen Walk. Actually, no, we're going to start off with the Lightning Spells and the Zap Spell. Sorry, the Lightning Spells and the Earthquake Spell. There we go, 1, 2, and a single Earthquake Spell. That's going to take care of that 1 air defense for our baby dragons, just to have an easier time with all of these air defenses. So now we're going to take out the other air defense with our Arch Queen and the 4 healers. And we only have 3 raid spells remaining, so I'm going to use most likely every single one of my raid spells on my Archer Queen, just to save her. Hopefully we can save every single one of those healers so that the Queen does remain alive for the rest of the attack. That should be really good. So there goes the air defense. Okay, finally, now the Arch Queen is going to take care of that Barbarian King. Hopefully, let's start dropping in a couple of baby dragons, just a few here and there, see how much damage they can do. So Arch Queen, wow, she's almost dead. Let's drop in that raid spell. Oh my god, do I have to pop the Kill Queen ability? No, I don't. I didn't even see her. That was actually really clutch. So we're going to drop in another baby dragon just on that air defense. I know that wasn't really the best move ever, but we're still going to be dropping a couple of baby dragons. So let's drop in another one on the laboratory. Queen is still alive. That's good. Let's drop in another one just basically on top of the air defense, because I do want to get myself a little bit of loot. Let's see if this baby dragon can actually take out both of these structures. I doubt it, but we're going to wait and see. So our Queen is still alive. We're up to 44% with our baby dragon still up and running. Let's see how much damage we can still do to the base. I will have to start dropping in my baby dragons in a better placement. It's just that all of these air defenses are basically just in range of my baby dragons, literally. Like, there's no way I can get away with this. So yeah, I'm just giving my best, you guys. Let's see if this baby dragon is going to be able to take out this Tesla and then the Wizard Tower. I'm going to take a guess and say yes, it is, because the Tesla is not going to do too much damage, and then the Wizard Tower in behind obviously is going to do close to no damage to my baby dragon. So that's pretty awesome, you guys. Our Arch Queen is still up and running. You know what, I'm just going to drop in a raid spell for the sake of it, because why not? I mean, the Arch Queen, she is basically the final unit alive. These final 3 baby dragons aren't going to be doing too much damage to this base. Let's drop in another one on the top of the base, and those are all of my baby dragons dropped in this base. So we're up to 59%, you guys. Let's see if we can get ourselves the 2nd star, and yes, we just did it. 61%. We're going to drop in that final raid spell in a few moments, because the Arch Queen is going to move towards its expert and the storage right here, which means all of these defenses are going to start targeting our Arch Queen. So we're going to wait a couple of more seconds to drop that raid spell, and I think now is a pretty good time to drop that raid spell. So there goes the raid spell, you guys. Hopefully the Queen does do a decent amount of damage. She can't target through that wall. She can't target the Arch Tower. That is interesting. I thought she could. How many tiles are those? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's 5 tiles. That may be the reason, you guys. But the Arch Queen is still up and running. We're going to pop that Queen ability, because why not? She is the final unit alive, you guys, and she's most likely going to die by all of these defenses. I should have held on the Queen ability for a few more moments. Actually, no. Wow, she is going to be able to take all of that damage and soak it in. That is really awesome. 1 second left, 75%. 2-star is the final result in this space. 380,000 gold, 260,000 2,000 elixir and 1,200 dark elixir plus 13 trophies. Really nice attack, you guys. So I really do hope you guys did enjoy this, and I hope you guys did get some sort of idea with what you can do with a queen walk. I mean, you can do so many things with a queen walk strategy. Just try be original, you guys. Just think about some sort of idea, maybe a queen walk mass minion attack. That should be pretty fun, although that's not really going to work out too well. But I mean, you can just test it out. Just go ahead, test out anything. Queen walk dragons, maybe. It is the dragon event right now, so you may want to try that out. I don't know, you guys. You go ahead and experiment with that, and let me know down below in the comment section if you do experiment with that, what was the best result in your attack. I would really like to know. So with that being said, guys, I'd like to end the video. So if you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Also, let me know down below in the comment section what I just told you. Basically, if you go ahead and do a queen walk attack with any other unit and you get the results, let me know down below in the comment section what those results are. If you haven't already, but you do enjoy my content, then please be sure to subscribe on my channel for daily videos. With all that being said, guys, my name is of course Asascha, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.